All aboard the Thunderstar in the Tour de California. Ooh, I like that. Did you? Well, before we begin with footage from our flights, let's start with a brief introduction that will thoroughly explain the whole video in a very entertaining way. Yeah, man. That tour was really something amazing. I have decided that California is a place that I'm going to remember for my whole life. Thanks for asking. That was really nice of you. But hey, I gotta get going. Of course I'd like to go back. Would you like to plan a trip with me to go back to California? We could have fun. We could plan it tomorrow. No? Yeah. How about the next day? No. Okay, well, I gotta get going. I'm working on this video of California. Yeah, I got the Golden Gate Bridge. Of course I got Alcatraz Island. Yeah, cable car rides too. A sea otter? Yeah, I got a sea otter. Why wouldn't I have a sea otter in my video? If you go to California, you gotta have a sea otter. And you know what else I got? I got some rural areas along the coast of California that it's just gonna blow your mind. They even have like different clouds out there. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's totally cool. I can't wait to go back. So, are we gonna plan a trip tomorrow? To California? Oh no, well, how about the next day? Oh.
I was quick to grab my camera here as soon as we departed from the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Airport. The only reason being that I wanted to view what I see every day from a different angle. Something as simple as changing your perspective or looking at something from a different point of view really allows room for the eyes to see the beauty in something.
Ladies and gentlemen, portable electronic devices will now be used. With the exception of cell phones, TVs, radios, any toy transmitters, or any device in a transmit mode. In a few moments, I'll begin a beverage service. Some drinks are complimentary.
As we headed towards Detroit, we flew over a Great Lake. And this is the first time I ever laid eyes on Lake Erie. The glaciers left a beautiful mark in the United States. I'm guessing this is Lake Erie, or no? Is it? I don't know. Am I spreading rumors?
That's what I'm. No, it's alright.
I'd imagine it is.
Please check to see that your seatbelts are securely fastened and begin stowing any personal belongings. I'll be coming through collecting trash, including newspapers or any other items you'd like to discard. Thank you.
Good afternoon, passengers. This is Pod Speak. We're going to be landing here in Detroit in about 15 minutes. A beautiful day, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 5-mile-an-hour winds northeast. Please buckle up the seatbelts and please turn all of the electronics into the off position. They might screw up our navigation system and we wouldn't want to crash and burn. How do you turn these thing off here? Thanks for flying Delta.
The next time I felt the urge to hit the record button on my cam was when we flew over Colorado. Throughout the rest of the flight, I intermittently took random video clips of the Rockies. This being my first time to the West Coast, I did get a bit trigger happy with my cam, but it's definitely something worth capturing. It really is incredible how gorgeous land that remains untainted by man can be.
Once we have landed, if you wish to turn on your cell phones, you may do so. However, personal computers must remain in the off position until you are well inside the terminal. Thank you.
San Francisco International.
Now, a little side note for video editing. In order for a video to flow well, one key component is a good segue. It shows a metaphorical segue for this portion of the video.
Sweet.
I mean, take a look at those mountainous regions. This was actually a restaurant that we ate at in San Francisco. It was very good food.
How do you
However,
feel about this trip so far?
it was my first experience with the pricey California. I mean, every time I wanted to do something,
you?
I felt like I had to pull Andrew Jackson out of my
Very-
pants.
Yes.
That reminds me to thank Marywood University and all those who contributed towards funding this tour.
Please do not collect.
I don't know what I would have been able to do to afford it without your help.
Smoking is allowed only in designated
Thanks for
areas
making that
of Alcatraz
possible.
dock. With the exception of bottled water, food and drinks are only allowed in the
These
dock
are some
area.
clips from the Alcatraz experience.
Steep hills.
Got some clips to the island, on the island, and from the island.
Entry into closed areas is a violation of federal law. The
Here's the
roadway from
Statue
the
of Liberty.
landing dock to Alcatraz cell house is a gain in elevation of 130 feet. This steep climb is the equivalent to a 13-story building.
We actually used a canoe as transportation to and from the island. They never gave us any oars to paddle our way, though. That was kind of upsetting. Now, the next clip coming up just shows a sign of the United States Penitentiary and some things written beneath it, but what's most eye-catching about this clip is the fact that it says Indians welcome on the top there. When I first saw that, I was like, wow. Kind of curious to find out the significance of that. I had hopes that it would be brought up during the audio tour of the prison, but nothing was ever stated in regards to the sign. So I just kind of let it go at the point in time. Didn't want to obsess over something that was seemingly insignificant. But today I found out the significance, actually, in my summer session 1 course, the History 105. We were covering the topics of the Native Americans and when they were relocated into the reservations. Just talking about the reservations offering living conditions that were pretty much unlivable. And very much like the living conditions that America's most badass criminals were subject to every day at Alcatraz. It was actually November 20th, 1969, that a group of 78 Native Americans of all tribes protested on Alcatraz Island. And they were saying, hey, the living conditions that you've provided for these prisoners are equivalent to the ones that you've limited us to back at the reservation.